Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. Come on over. I would love to share a couple updates and insights as we go into the winter season. If you feel alone, tired, overwhelmed, if you've had a lot of major changes in your life, maybe you're going through a divorce, you're a single parent, maybe you're navigating the loss of a pet or loved one, maybe you've had a major health crisis and you feel overwhelmed, then stay tuned. You're in the right place. I see you, I welcome you, and I'm so glad you're here. I am Coach Sara, your happy, friendly grief coach. And a lot of times people look at me and they're like, how can you be so happy? And friends, it wasn't easy. It hasn't always been this way. I have gone through the valleys of darkness and sadness and being alone and the trenches of rebuilding my life after heartache and loss many, many times. And I'm proud to say that I'm turning 51 years old in a couple weeks, and I found a way. And this is why I get on today. This is why I share my message of hope to you, for those of you who are going through a major change. Maybe you don't even realize you're going through grief. And the interesting thing is we can grieve even growing older. We can grieve things that we used to do when we were younger. We can grieve old friends who might have passed away. It doesn't have to necessarily be a death, but it can also be grieving the changing of seasons or moving, even a promotion, something good, welcoming a friend or a family into your life. And with that brings changes, right? So if you feel stuck or overwhelmed, that's why I'm here. And that's why I'm sharing this message with you. And a couple quick updates that I'm really, really excited to share is I will be doing a 4-part grief workbook. Now, I know you might say, oh, I don't want another workbook. I don't want another thing to cause me to work. But the truth is, it's going to be like a journal where there'll be different journal prompts to help you prompt and bring up things that will help you go deeper and move through this transition. And as you know, I love collaborating and connecting grief with the seasons. So that's a hint of what it's going to be like. Stay tuned. It will be dropping December 14th on my Amazon account for anyone that is interested in purchasing one. So that's an update I wanted to share. I'm super excited about. I'm in the process of writing that right now and putting that together for you who might need something to do on your own and navigate grief without, maybe you don't need a coach, but you need just a little extra support through that. So that's exciting. I will also be doing some interviews. Recently, I joined a women's networking group, and I really love them. And it's a lot of amazing, talented women who I want to start inviting them on this channel and interviewing them. So my first one is going to be dropping next week. As we navigate the different changes of life, maybe you're going through a divorce or a major health crisis, we have resources available to help us. And that's what I want to do, is to offer more insight, more tools, and more resources for you to work with as a portfolio as you go through these many seasons of grief. And again, as always, if you would love a listening ear, maybe you need just a gentle nudge, or you feel stuck or overwhelmed during your season of grief, I would love to work with you. The links are found in my main YouTube channel, or you can just comment here below and I'll reach out to you, and would love to connect and see if it might be a good fit. I also offer some other services as well, and would just be happy to see what that looks like for you. So a couple other insights I wanted to share as we go into the winter season. And we're not quite in winter yet, but we're in December. And I don't know about you, but it's like already snowing and cold where I live. But I'm excited. For the first time in my life, as I approach winter, I have an excitement about me because it feels like it's another chance. I feel like I've got another chance to go deeper, to learn more, to develop myself, to become better. And I don't know if you're like driving down that road of life and you've come so far. And you've come so far. And then you get to the stop sign and you look ahead and it's like, there's so many more miles to go. But the good thing is that it doesn't matter where you are in life. It doesn't matter what you've done. You can always turn the page and have a new beginning and a fresh start. And what that looks like for me is I'm really excited because I'm going to start each day and I'm going to look in the mirror and I'm going to try one of the techniques that I learned in 2020 from a coach that I worked with, one of my first coaches in 2020. And it's called the mirror exercise. And it's where you set a timer for 5 minutes and you look in the mirror and you say, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I tell you what, the first time I did this, I cried. I mean, I was bawling. I had tears dripping and my shirt was wet and I didn't believe it. I didn't love myself. But that was one of the first brave steps that I took to reprogram the mind, the old conditioning that I had before, the old thought patterns and religious teachings that I had where if you love yourself, you're selfish. And pride comes before a fall. And ego is evil. But the truth is, in order to be loved, we need to love. And I'm not talking about pride or arrogance or narcissism. Narcissist, that's a whole other level. And it's a balance, right? And it's hard to find that balance because nobody wants to be considered a narcissist and nobody wants to be considered selfish, right? But the reality is we need to have confidence. And that confidence comes from being sure and happy with who you are. And that takes a little bit of work. And it's a balance. It's like a little teeter-totter where on one end, you could be so selfish and such a narcissist and egocentric. But what is on the other end? Where you're like too low. So it's that balance. It's that middle ground. So I'm taking the time the next 90 days through the winter season to get refocused on me and my goals in life. I just wrote out this morning a bunch of goals that I have. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to promote my business more. I want to create videos each day on my YouTube channel so that I can promote this, so that those in the world who need hope, the message that I have where I can give you the roadmap that I found. If you just need a listening, encouraging voice, I am here. If you need more, I'm here. And I'm here and I'm ready because I know that God wants me to do this. And it gives me confidence and reassurance every single day when I wake up to keep going and to know that there's people out there like you who need encouragement, who need hope. And if that's you, I'm so glad you're here. You are more than welcome. Stay as long as you want. If all you are is just here to watch and to listen to a few videos and to share some silly stories of my crazy life, then I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. If you are interested in some of the future interviews that I will be having, check back every week and stay tuned. If there's a certain topic that you need help with, drop a comment and let me know what you need. And again, thank you so much for being here. I'm glad that you are on this journey with me, and so happy that you can be here. And I hope you have a wonderful December and amazing holiday season. And stay tuned for the updates. Chat soon.